What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Always narrating as usual. Don't forget to follow us on the platforms. Is in the description. As far as YouTube, already on here. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We breaking news on there, talking real chill boxing talk, hardcore boxing talk as usual. We cover the whole board. Be on the lookout for the Jesse McIndone and Isaac Dogbo breakdown and prediction. I'm about to get to that. I'm a little bit behind because of the NFL draft last night. My Detroit Lions pissed me off. I was laughing at the Cowboys fans right before they picked us. They picked a bullshit pick. Well, shit, we went up them and picked another bullshit pick. But shout out to Lamar Jackson for getting drafted in the first round to the Baltimore Ravens. And also, don't forget to follow my homie Cali Enigma, Corey Lee Boxing, Trap House Boxing, Ashley's Corner, the sister, and Colossal Boxing Talk. Let's all get those guys to 1,000 subscribers. But I'm not saying it's factual right here. This is my opinion. Everything you see, my point of view, it's just my opinion mixed with with facts and just a little bit of mind and heart. But I will say this. Today, according to Fred from Barbershop Conversation, shout out to the brother once again, he working, man. He going to be up there with the Pantheon of Greats real quick on his channel. According to him, Deontay Wilder and the 7-8 interview, a 7-8 Sports interview he did with Wilder yesterday. I linked the 7-8 interview in there so y'all know there's trill. He got Wilder on. Shout out to that brother right there. Definitely support the channel for years and years, and I'm glad to see both him and Fred, prospering like they should. But basically, Wilder said they're gonna sit down with Eddie Hearn today. And it's the fact party. He's sitting down today with Eddie Hearn, probably after the Jacobs Slutsky weigh-in. I think that's a very, very good fight. I urge everybody to watch that fight tomorrow. Support Danny Jacobs. They're going to sit down today and hash out the numbers. My thing about it is this. This is the factual part, and I get into my perspective point, my point of view. My thing about this, okay, it's nothing to verbally accept the deal for Anthony Joshua. I say, yeah, I accept the deal. I want the $50 million, and the 50% of revenue on the back end or whatever. I want that. That's nothing. Now, if you get to the table and you don't like, how the deal is worded and your lawyer look it over, I ain't going to call you no pussy bitch or no shit like that because your lawyer looked it over and y'all ain't like the language that was spoken. I'm cool with that. I'm cool if you will verbally agree. You look at the paperwork, your lawyer look at the paperwork, you like, man, no, I'm good on that, man. I don't like what that, I don't like how this word and how it look, or I don't like the fact they don't have a rematch clause. I'm cool with that. Just accept it because the reason why Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman, Jay Diaz, and Deontay Wilder, the whole team, and Wilder wants him to accept it because what people don't know is the first time they sat down last year and talked about, Anthony Joshua and fighting Deontay Wilder, all Eddie and Barry was bringing up was Dylan White. They said, okay, we'll fight Dylan White as long as you put Anthony Joshua in the contract. They said, no, Dylan White. And Deontay Wilder and his team was like, fuck no, y'all just wasted our time. So that's why they want them to verbally accept it, which is not an issue. It's not legally binding. He can't get sued for legally accepting something. So once he accepts the offer, which he might have already accepted it on the low, they sit down today and they chop it up. And, he guaranteed that the Wilder guaranteed a deal will get done. And for people wondering, like, where the money come from, does, this guy have a net worth for this? At the end of the day, Al Heyman is that nigga, man. That's all I can pronounce it as. He has investors, that will invest. That's why he able to overpay Keith Thurman, Earl Spence for when they fight and overcompensate them. He has big investors, and he must have a game plan for this fight to turn over a profit to put money back in his investors' pockets. It's like those investors wanted Manny Pacquiao to fight over in Malaysia. They front a lot of money up front. So that's what Al Heyman going to do. I think this is going to be pay-per-view. I will support it and buy it. Y'all know where I feel on a pay-per-view most of the time. But I'm going to support a fight that I want to see. Both fighters pretty much, they both are in their prime of their career, and I'm cool with that. But if you're wondering where the money come from, it ain't no thing for Al Heyman to flex on them and get his investors together and get that money together and put a game plan together to profit off of this. And they will. This will be a big fight because they're going to push it as a big fight. And it will happen at the end of this year. And I will be one of those guys. Well, I'm not going to buy pay-per-view. I'm sorry. I'm going to that motherfucker. God willing. But this is my opinion side of it. My perspective. I believe that the fear of Eddie Hearn is how this guy was able to flash potential $100 million deal with $50 million up front and $50 on the back end. 50% on the back end of revenue. How this dude was able to show my fighter that much money when I haven't been able to show him that much money. And not only that, Anthony Joshua was already complaining like he deserves a pay hike already. And on top of that, Anthony Joshua's deal with Matchroom is coming to an end. So if he beats Deontay Wilder, you know, or it's a good fight, whatever it may be, it goes to trilogy or rematch, whatever it may be, and this man and Al Heyman is showing you this type of money, what the fuck I need Eddie Hearn for? I think Eddie Hearn's fear of this deal is the fact that, like my homie Black Fight Fan say, he said that he getting cut out and he's going to get a slice of the pie. He not going to be involved in the promoting. He not going to be P. Diddy all in the video, you know, take that, you know, all in the video, Diddy bopping and dancing and Harlem shaking. He not going to be that. He going to be playing the backfield behind the scenes. They showed your man the money. He mad that he's not in control of the whole thing. He's also mad that it's not going to UK where it provides Anthony Joshua the most protection and the most comfort feel of home. And he's not going to be as hands-on as he want to be with this fight as if it was when he did the little fake offer, you know, with Deontay Wilder. When he did the fake Wilder offer of $12.5 million, which really translated to $8.8 million in pounds. You know, he did the fake offer like that, like, you know, you can come over here and do this and do that. You know, now it's you know, Anthony Joshua said 50 million, I come to the United States, and lo and behold, Al Heyman is the reason why he getting the 50 million and 50% of revenue on the back end. So if that man can show you that much money, you could defeat Deontay Wilder or have a good showing or rematching trilogy. I mean, shit, you might be seeing almost $500 million fucking with Al Heyman just by fighting Deontay Wilder or prospering over Deontay Wilder and going to make other fights. He gonna blow you up. He's showing you more money than, you know, potentially than Eddie Hearn has showed you in your whole career. So what that means is possibly Eddie Hearn lost control of this fight. Okay, he ain't gonna be promoting it and be the main promoter and all that. That's cool. But potentially he could be losing a client to Al Heyman. And plus, you don't have to have a promoter. He's just going to be advising you. And not only did he raise the status quo in America, if they want you to fight in the UK again, them motherfuckers going to have to pay top dollar. So wherever you go, you're going to get top dollar. Africa, Japan going to pay for you. You know, Jerry World in Dallas, Texas going to pay for you. The Superdome going to want you. New York going to want you. If you beat Deontay Wilder or have a straight showing, you're going to continue to prosper. I think Eddie Hearn is scared that he getting cut out not only of this deal, but he going to be getting cut out of Anthony Joshua's career. And if I'm Anthony Joshua, I heard he's supposed to be at this fight Saturday. I don't know how true that is. I want to be sitting in the room because he going to be trying to tell you some lies because he wants to keep you under his control. And with that contract being up and Al Heyman showing you that much money versus Deontay Wilder, Eddie Hearn is in fear that not only he going to get cut out this deal, but he going to get cut out of Anthony Joshua's career. So y'all know what it is. It's TBC and more. Appreciate y'all for supporting us. We go.